Hello and welcome to another versus challenge.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes. Uh
Ooh, I didn't check. Didn't check. Are you checking right
I
now?
was going to check. I was hoping you were going to surprise me and already had it up, but it is
I want to say
versus
it's like
challenge
35.
number 30 what?
I want to say it's like 35, but I think I'm wrong.
No, I think you're correct. It is 33. 33.
Nah.
Never mind, you're not correct.
I opened YouTube and there's a Jennifer Lawrence video, and I was like, ooh,
Got
boobs.
sidetracked a little. I get that. So, before we start our versus challenge number 33, we got to show off, right?
Yes.
We got to show off.
Mine's going to disappear
Yours
because
is
of
probably
the
not going to
settings.
come in as well. But we got
Yeah, I got a different setting on my computer, so.
our new merch to the noir
Yeah,
versions.
this is the noir
So imagine this symbol,
design.
but on his blue shirt.
Yeah, just imagine the exact same thing. Yeah, I just disappear if
I
I
mean,
do
I
that.
can
I'm
turn
sorry,
off
guys.
the background removal real quick,
Yeah, but
but
there's just going to be a big green
yeah,
blob behind me.
that's all right. That's all right. So, but yeah, it's versus challenge number 33. We are going to be talking about the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. This is a different type of game than the number two, which is like the arcade or the Turtles in Time, which we talked about previously.
That's
Um,
4.
yeah, Turtles in Time was four. So the original arcade game and Turtles in Time. So it's a lot different than that one specifically because it is more of a kind of a top-down world, and then it's like a side-scrolling
Platformer, yeah.
platformer. So the cool thing about the game, just going to give a little bit of quick props about it, is that you are able to change your character pretty much at any time, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
at will.
In the middle of the game, you can be fighting someone and boom, switch, hit the pause button and then change your player to whoever you're looking to
Hmm.
use. So it is really unique. Not too many games really use that dynamic. I don't really know of any other games that
Not
use
in
that
the
dynamic.
level. Like
It,
in Mario, you can switch, but like per level.
I mean, this is
In this game,
literally
it's
per enemy. You could
step.
you could switch literally every time you face a new enemy.
What I don't remember though is, and we'll get into it next week when we play.
Yeah.
Um, words. Once a person's health dies, you only have the other three turtles,
Yeah.
and then once one more dies, then you work through all four. But I don't remember when they refresh.
I think they refresh when you like lose all your lives.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. There
Definitely
is
got to put in a quarter and
on
keep going.
your side platform parts of the levels, there is a way to actually regenerate some of your health. There's
Hmm.
there's pizza laying around the world so you can eat some pizza and regenerate your life.
It's like college. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Pizza and beer, so but all right, so we are going to be basically saying which one's our favorite to play with, play as, I guess you could say, not play with, but play as, and which one we think is kind of like the best.
Right, for the new Nintendo Entertainment System Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game, which is the best Ninja Turtle? That's what we're arguing today. And we're doing a complete blind
Yeah,
or double blind. Sorry, not complete, but I mean same thing. We'll flip a coin. Kevin will call heads or tails.
tails
I do
most
not
likely.
have the fun Mario Kart or Mario coin with me right now. We're just gonna do a fun digital flip, so I have a chance at him getting wrong. And he'll pick either he's gonna go first or second, or he'll choose his turtle, and then we'll flip
Mmm,
again for the other choice.
sounds good.
And then first person has 2 minutes to argue their point. Then the timer stops. Second person gets 2 minutes to argue their point, and then it'll be kind of an open forum rebuttal, counterpoint, shenanigans ensue kind of situation. And then you'll comment, like, post, or share, and tell us who's right, who's wrong, all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, everybody got that?
We're good. They know.
Um,
They've been watching
time to flip
32
them.
other times.
Yeah, that's right. Before we get to that, I should tell you to check out W Energy drinks. W energy drinks are delicious. They're a powder mix. There's a link in our link tree in the description. Check it out. I've been buying way too much of this stuff lately because I have like three tubs, and I've been drinking it every day. Every day I have one. It's just good.
Nothing wrong with that. Reaper Apparel Company. Get their merch. Got their hat on. Always have the hat on. Always repping the Reaper. So.
Live each day to its fullest. That's why.
What's that?
Live each day to its fullest.
Yes, absolutely. Great message. Check it out. Link tree down below. All of their links are down there. And I wear the hat because if not, then it gets shiny in here. So.
Yeah. All right. I'm flipping. Ready?
No,
Set,
no
flip.
offense, Carl.
Flipping.
Tails.
All right. It is heads.
Okay.
You can see on there?
You're good.
Nope. It erases it. I promise it's heads.
It's on my end.
Oh, okay. You can see it on you. All right. So what are you picking? No, I'm picking. Fuck
You're
off.
picking.
I'm picking Donatello.
Fuck. Okay.
Yes. Ready to flip again?
Yeah, ready to flip again.
Flipping again.
Tails. I can't see what it is now.
Oh, I thought you said you could see. It's heads again.
No, I was saying it was on my end. The reason we can't see it.
Oh.
Heads again? All right, go ahead.
So now I will also go. Fuck it, I'm gonna go first.
Perfect. All right. Now I'll know exactly what to say or why you're wrong. So all right, cool. Got the timer here.
You're just gonna have
Ready
no time
to
because I'm not anything to say. Ready?
3, 2, 1, and go.
Donatello is the best turtle to play as. It's not even close because he has the bow staff. So he has got a larger hitbox than everybody else. Gives you enhanced safety, like because you're at a distance from your enemies. Also, the bow staff is gonna let you hit above you and below you at a larger range. So like through the, I don't know, the platforms or levels that you're on, things like that. Oof. I want to say his hits in the game are harder, like he does more damage than the other players. So it was helpful when you got to the bosses. You kind of wanted to save Donatello until you got to a boss because he did more damage and he gave you that buffer of being a little bit farther away so that you weren't hit as often, like with Raphael with the size. I mean, those things are what, a foot long?
1 minute.
So he gave you that options. He just gave you options. And Donatello, I'm trying to stick to the game because Donatello is also like maybe the best turtle because he's smart as hell. But they all have their pros and cons, I guess. But when you're playing this game, he's easily going to be the best because of that range. He's got the bow staff. He's going to hit things farther away. He's going to give you that buffer of safety. He hits a little bit harder. What else we got? I don't know.
20 seconds.
I mean, he hits hardest. He hits the farthest. What else is there to say? That's what you want in this game. You want to be able to kill people that can't hit you. Time.
I was going to say, you conceding the rest of your time?
Pretty much, because I can't think of anything else.
5 seconds left anyway, so. All right. I have not announced mine yet. But I think I'm ready to go. Are we ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So the character that I chose, I was going to go Donatello because of the long range attack. And then I thought about it. Leonardo does have a pretty awesome katana, but it's very limited.
In that game, does he have two? Does he have two katanas?
I think he just has one. But
okay. I mean, like Leonardo has two, but yeah.
Yeah, but he is very limited with his attack. With that, surprisingly. And you can see it on the screen right now, right? He does go up, he does go down, but his forward is not great. Raphael's good, has good close range attack. I personally would more times choose Michelangelo, only because he does get a little bit of the distance because of the nunchucks. He can go up, he can go down. When you don't have Donatello available, Michelangelo is definitely probably the next best one. And I would say he is the best because he's good all the way up and through the bosses. You know, Donatello is great for bosses because of the long range attack.
Are you picking everybody other than Donatello right now?
No. I'm saying it's Michelangelo.
Okay, okay.
I was just going through real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Michelangelo is the best because I think he's the most well-rounded. You know, and for the majority of the game, he is going to help you the most for this game specifically. You know, Donatello is great for the big bosses because you do want to keep your distance. I agree, but you can do it with the nunchucks as well too. You can keep a distance with the nunchucks. It's not as far as the bow staff, but you still have that distance. But Donatello struggles when you're in the sewers, especially in the first level. His attack goes right over those creatures. I don't know what they are, but it goes right over the creatures. Michelangelo will hit them every time. So he does have a little bit of an advantage on that part. That's why I think personally he is the best, and I'm out of time. I could go on. I was going to go on a little bit more, but I took too much lead up time. So that was on me.
All right, I ran out of things to say. I think I said the same thing over and over again.
But I do agree that Donatello is the best for bosses. You know,
I think
because
he's the one you need to keep.
You need to treat him like
he's your MVP.
Yeah, like the god that you have in Age of Mythology that you carry around, or your hero. You know, like you need to keep him. You want to use him, but you want to use him sparingly, right?
Yeah, I would have put Leonardo as number 2 because he's still quick and powerful. I think Donatello hits the hardest, then Leonardo, then Michelangelo, and I honestly think Raphael's the worst one in the game.
I think close up battle, Raphael is the best because he's the quickest. So if you have close range, if you have a close range boss that's like right in your face, Raphael's the best because he's quick. And you can see that from here.
You're also putting yourself at greater risk to get that close. That's the problem.
Correct. But if you're in that situation and you have that close combat, you're probably best going with Raphael because I actually think Raphael hits a little harder because he's more of the brute force guy.
In the comics,
yeah. So he's your brute force guy. So he would actually have probably the strongest attack.
Here's one thing that helps your point. There's a comic graphic novel called The Last Ronin, and it's about the last turtle that's left alive. And spoilers, if you guys love Ninja Turtles and you haven't read The Last Ronin, I'm gonna spoil it because the entire graphic novel.
So pause,
you don't know which turtle.
So like earmuff.
Yeah, you don't know which turtle is the one that's left until like issue 5, and it is Michelangelo. Which is interesting because I wouldn't have picked him to be the survivor.
In this game, I've always they start you off with Leonardo right away. I think Leonardo's attack is very limited. It's good, like, you know, real quick, but Michelangelo with the nunchuck, it gets you a little distance and it can get down on the like you can see it right there, you know, on the screen there. And you see Donatello's, it goes right over some of the enemies. You completely miss. So, and we'll show that next week.
Yeah, come back next week and you'll see us. We're gonna play through this.
Yeah, and then we might change our minds.
That's a good point.
We might say, you know what? It's Leonardo and Raphael are the best.
Remind me, was this a 2-player game or only one player?
It was only a 1-player game. But as with Zelda, I feel like this is a game that this specific Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles needs its own video. Like Mega Man, we did just Mega Man. We did just Zelda.
We need to do a side quest on Mega Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a joint side quest where we do that together.
Oh, I thought you meant a different kind of joint. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. So
I don't think my lungs could take that.
No, not at all. So great game though. Very, very challenging. This is not a game that can be. Once you get used to it, it's going to be easier to beat, of course, like any other game.
Yeah, but
This
it's
is
tough
not
getting
a
there.
game that you're going to pick up and get it right away.
Right.
This is going to be you need
As
to,
you'll see next week when we die, probably plenty.
you need to grind at this game.
Ooh. Oh.
No. So, yeah. So
All right. Anything else to say about Nintendo Entertainment System's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
no, I mean we haven't even scratched the surface with the amount of games that are in the Nintendo. We have done a really good job, but there's like 800 games. So.
Oh yeah, we could do this till we die.
Which is why we're doing this.
That's the plan, right?
That's the plan. There's so many games that we're going to be able to. And as we go on, more games are going to become retro. Like, I'm pretty sure GameCube now has entered the chat. So,
Probably.
I mean, it's going to be on the Switch too.
Sega games. We don't do Sega games very well.
No, we need to get back into Sega more. You know, I love my Sega. So the problem with
Sega.
The problem with the games that I played, like I played Sonic, and we've already kind of talked about Sonic. But again, I feel like Sonic could be. We could go through Sonic 1 by itself, Sonic 2 by itself, Sonic 3 by itself, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, there's, so much with that. There's Sonic Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Like, there's just so much with Sonic. Then there's Vector Man, which was also on the Super Nintendo, I get. Earthworm
What we might want to do is pick a game and do, like you said, we could dual Twitch stream. We should do a side quest of us playing these games. And then do a full episode, like, recap.
You know what would be cool? Just thought about this, spitballing here. Let's say we play, like, an Earthworm Jim. That's on both Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo.
NES, yeah.
And we have a side-by-side. You playing on the Super Nintendo, me playing on the Sega. And seeing what the difference is. If there is.
While we Twitch stream?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We'll have to figure out how we can set that up. That would be interesting to see.
That's a summer project.
Yeah, when we have more time.
Yeah, we're 22 days away from that or something like that now. So 22 school days.
Can't come soon enough. I had a day, so. But all right.
It's only Wednesday.
Well, check out the link tree down below for all of our great merchandise: Reaper apparel, W Energy drink, and then of course our own Public stuff. So, any final thoughts?
No, nothing.
All right. We'll see you next week for the full episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES 1989. Konami Ultra Games. I know, crazy. But for Terrible Gamers, I'm Kevin.
Kyle.
And as always, keep on playing.
Keep on playing.